can I do for my child that is coming to understand when her heart friends have passed away? I need advice. Do I stop going to events? Do I stop taking her to birthday parties? Do I keep her involved despite the anxiety she feels about dying after the loss of her friend? Now, so far, Dawn Louise hasn't lost any heart friends that she knew in person, but there was one really beautiful little girl who I had actually planned on asking the mum if she fancied meeting up with us, because Louise and this little girl had a lot in common. They were around the same age, we were only a couple of years apart, and we hadn't really spoken. We'd had like comments here and there, so I was a bit nervous about asking if she'd consider meeting up with us. I knew that they'd been to places that we like to go, and I thought maybe we could go hang out at the place together, and like typed out a message in my notes to send to her explaining why we'd like to meet them, and you know, that it was okay if they didn't want to or whatever. And unfortunately I never got the chance to send that message to her, because when I was scrolling through Instagram one day I found out that she had actually passed away, and I was on the bus at the time and I did start crying as quietly as I possibly could, because it really hurt so much. She really reminds me of Dawn Louise. She is just so beautiful and funny and courageous and strong, and she's full of beans and she did a lot of the activities that Dawn Louise does, like dancing and girl guides and things like that, things that Dawn Louise loves and has a passion for in life. And even though I didn't know them in person, I still to this day, it's been almost a year now since she passed away, and I still really miss seeing her face on my timeline, because she was a source of hope for us, and I never did get a chance to meet her in person. And even though Dawn Louise didn't either, she was quite upset when I had to tell her. But obviously, where they didn't have more of a connection than just watching each other on Instagram, it's not the same as losing a friend. It was painful for me because it brings back all my fears of losing Dawn Louise, because they can be doing so well and then all of a sudden it just goes very wrong. And those coughs and colds that people tell you don't be a helicopter parent for, and you know, it's just a cough and it's just a cold, but it's taking the lives of children like mine, and that is an extremely painful thing to know. We have to get public transport and we have to go to the shops and stuff like other people do, and little do they know those illnesses that you can fight off, my daughter has no chance fighting off. And it really hurts to see other children pass away to that. I can't really give advice from the perspective of Dawn Louise losing her heart friends. I definitely fear that day, because she is getting so close to them now. But I would say don't stop them from meeting them, because I do feel like even though it's scary that they are going to lose